What's up? This is the really long life update video that I said I was going to make for you. I filmed this yesterday, but once the video got to about 10 minutes in, again, this is going to be it's going to be a long video. So be prepared. It's probably going to be like 15 minutes. But once I got like 10 minutes into the video from holding up the camera, it got really shaky, the footage. And I cannot fucking bear to watch a fucking earthquake of a video. So I wanted to refilm it and have the fucking camera on a fucking flat surface and not shaky. But basically a lot is going to be changing in my life the next 3 weeks. So I want to kind of update you guys, give you guys a life update. And which means since a lot is changing in my life, a lot's going to be changing my YouTube channel because I don't know how I'm going to balance YouTube and all my life changes. So we're going to start off. I graduated college about 10 months ago. And once I graduated college, I was literally applying to any and everything that I fucking saw on Indeed.com and Google searches, entertainment websites, because I went to school for film and television production. So just film, television, board things. I was applying to everything, fucking sending out resumes, references, cover letters, my fucking firstborn child that I haven't had yet. It was all going out there. And it would get to the point where it was 20-30 jobs a day applying. Everything was getting lump summed into one. I didn't even remember what the fuck I was applying to. I would be lying down and cuddling with the opposite sex and scrolling on my phone applying to jobs on Indeed. And they're fucking there watching a movie and I'm just let me apply, literally. Okay, so that's the kind of point that it was at. And I guess at some point during it, I applied to a job at a film department, or in a film department at an arts camp. And I applied to it, didn't even really remember that I applied to it. I didn't remember 99% of the things I applied to, and I wasn't even qualified for 99% of the things I applied to. I got a response from them, and long story short is I have a summer job at a arts camp in their film department this summer, which means that I'm going to be around children who are underage. I'm going to be working basically 24/7. I have to figure out how I'm going to balance uploading YouTube videos. And number two is it's kind of in bumblefuck where there's very little cell phone service and very little Wi-Fi. And the Wi-Fi that they have is very shitty, for lack of better terms. So I have to figure out how I'm going to even upload anything on that shit of Wi-Fi. And yeah, I'm going to have to figure that out. And again, I can't film when there's underage kids around, even if they're fucking in the background and it's the back of their head. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'll figure it out when I get there. And I'm going to try to pre-record a whole bunch of videos before I go. So at least for the first 2 weeks while I'm there, I will have footage while I kind of try to figure everything out. And then if it means once a day I'm going to have to go record a one taker by myself in the bathroom that's only 2 minutes long, then so be it. That's going to be your footage for 3 months. And which kind of is one of the reasons I was fuck my life when Daniela Direct got deleted, because I knew I would be having to start a new channel from scratch while a whole bunch of stuff was changing in my life. And so I applied to that, got it. And then, if there's anything if you don't know, a lot of work in the film and television industry, a lot of the work is not steady because a television show is only going to be on television for so many seasons, and they only shoot so many months out of the year. And the same for movies, obviously, and that's just a one thing. And most shows don't even make it past one season, so that's basically a movie. And so a lot of the work that I was doing was here and there and not steady or anything. So on top of doing things within the field and what I went to school for, I had to have a job on the side just to have steady income. And as I'm sure you could tell from my videos, my life and my scheduling was very hectic. There were days I would have to be up at 2:15 in the morning, and then there were other days where I wouldn't have to be ready to go until 1 in the afternoon. That's a fucking big difference. That's nearly 12 hours. And so my dad has, that was a terrible segue. So it was very unsteady. And so recently I got offered a possible job at a production company, which would be a full-time steady job Monday to Friday, 10, 12-hour days, because the fucking hours are crazy in this industry. It's not like a fucking 9 to 5 Monday to Friday job. So, like, the hours can go past midnight in this industry. Like, it's insane. But where is it going? So my dad has a very good job, and he has clients who hire him and stuff. And he knows that a lot of the work, obviously, that I've had after college hasn't been steady. So he's also been trying to network and help me out. And one of his clients' son, like the son of one of his clients, is like a vice president or something at CBS or like CBS Sports or something like that. So, like, my dad got this guy from CBS. We're gonna call him Ron. Okay, so he got Ron's email. And I emailed Ron from CBS, and I'm like, hey, I got your email from my dad because your parents are clients of his. I would just love to talk, maybe, like, tell me some things about the industry. So he emailed me back. I talked with him on the phone, and he just told me a little bit about what he does and stuff. And I told him what I was interested in, which is post-production and editing. But because he works in, like, the sports section of CBS, that's all live editing, because you're not going to fucking watch a football game after the fact. It's all that would be pretty interesting if they shot a football game, completely edited it. I can never say that word. They would edit it and then air it on live, or air it on television, like, after the fact. And he's like, I see you're interested in post-production. Like, everything we do here is pretty much live, so that doesn't really do anything for you. You're not interested in, like, television production and live television. So let me give you the email of a guy who I know who owns a production company. And we're going to call this production company Kool-Aid Production Company, because there's a Kool-Aid box right here. So I emailed this guy at Kool-Aid Production Company, and his name was, I'm trying to think of a name, Greg. I'm literally going based over things around me. So I emailed this guy, Greg, at this post-production company in the city. And if you don't know what a post-production company is, that's, well, they don't do only post-production, but the guy who I emailed originally was, like, in post-production. He had a post-production house. And that's a television show will do what they gotta do, and then they give you the footage, and you, like, edit it, or you'll do graphics for it, or help assemble it, and things of that nature. So I email him. He's like, hey, what's up? Come in to my production company, and we'll talk. So I go and I talk with him, and he offered me potentially going there once a week to do basically free internship, like unpaid, and that would have been basically the offer. But due to labor laws, I could not do that, because you can't work for free if you're not receiving school credit or anything. That's illegal. So couldn't do that. He offered it to me, and he's like, I'll let you know, I'll look into it. I emailed him, and then like a week later we found out it wouldn't work out. And I want to say I met with him maybe end of March, beginning of April, something like that. And then after I met with him, about 6 weeks later, he sent me another email, and he's like, hey, we have a possible position for you. I have on this email, like, CC'd, which means there's just, like, the emails going out to multiple people. Someone who works here, email them, and, like, try to figure things out, set things up. So I emailed the other guy at Kool-Aid Production Company. We're going to call him Jack. So I email Jack. I go to talk with him, and I'm like, basically it would be a position doing assistant editing, working with paperwork, helping on shoots, setting up equipment, taking down equipment, helping with the cameras. And he's like, I'll offer you this position. And the weird thing is, like, I didn't even apply to this. Like, I wasn't fucking lying down, cuddling, applying to jobs on Indeed. It basically kind of fell in my lap. But if you followed at the beginning of the story, I'm leaving. I got offered this job the beginning of March, or the beginning of May. And I'm leaving for camp on June 19th, which is basically in, like, 3 weeks. And I probably met with these people at this company a week and a half ago, I want to say. But I'm leaving for camp at the beginning of the summer. So that's kind of like, how the fuck am I going to, like, what am I going to do? Like, do I go to camp or do I possibly take a job in the city? And I told them I was leaving for camp. And my mom, even before I went in to meet with these people, my mom, because I told her there was a possible job opportunity, she's like, well, what are you going to do if they offer you this job, like, full time? Are you going to just, like, drop the thing at camp? And I'm like, I honestly don't fucking know. But out of some fucking, like, luck or miracle or fucking grace, like, God fucking looked down on me and he's like, do you know what, Daniela? I'm going to, like, help you out a little bit. Like, I see you fucking been struggling, and, like, obviously you don't have steady work in your industry when things are here and there. Like, it's gotten to the point where you would be the one going to fucking run and get the coffee, and you ain't fucking working on no fucking Scorsese film. Like, okay, we see you struggling. The people at Kool-Aid Production Company, they're like, okay, we know you're leaving for camp. How about before you leave for camp, you can do a trial period here for a week, do basically what the job would entail, and we'll see how you work out. And if everything goes well, when you get back from camp, you can have a job here. And if, just not even in the fucking field I went to school for, if anyone knows a thing about fucking jobs, if you're an adult, if you're offered a job, but you're like, thanks, I'm, like, really interested, but I can't start the job for about 4 months. And most jobs would be like, okay, thank you, but no thank you. We want or we need someone who's going to be able to start immediately, not in 4 months from now. So to have a job willing to give you a test run, and if you do good, offer you a job that you can then start in fucking 4 months from now, that shit doesn't fucking happen. Like, no, that shit doesn't happen in the real world. Like, that's a fucking 1 in a million. That's like God fucking, like, okay, I don't even know why I'm bringing, but like some fucking, what is a deity? I don't fucking know. Look down and was like, I'm gonna fucking make your life right now. Like, I don't know how to fucking explain it. Like, that shit does not happen in real life. And when it does, it's like a fucking 1 in a million. It's very rare, because most shops want you to start right away or within like a week or 2. I'm literally losing my voice from talking so much in this video, because it's like 12 minutes in. And so, basically, before I leave for camp, today is the 26th, I think, or 27th, and the current job I'm at, I'm done with that on June 2nd, and then from June 11th to 15th, which is a Monday to Friday, I'm going to be doing a test run at the Kool-Aid Production Company for a potential job at the end of the summer when I get back from camp. And then I do that from the 11th to 15th, which is a Monday to Friday. And then that following Tuesday on the 19th, I'm going to be going to camp. Like, I'm going to be leaving to go. And it's just kind of crazy because it's only about a 3-week span. A lot's going to be happening in 3 weeks. Like, I'm going to be finishing a job. I'll have a week to completely pack, get ready for camp, do a trial period at this job, and then that next Saturday, literally, I have my aunt flying in from Colorado, which I don't even really get to spend time with her because by the time she gets here, the next day is Father's Day, so I'm going to be spending all my time with my family, other family, and then I basically leave for camp, which kind of sucks because it's like one of those family members that you only see once every 5 years or so, but a lot's changing, a lot's happening. If you made it through this video to this point, just comment below what your fucking favorite flavor of Kool-Aid is, because I have a fucking box of Kool-Aid right there, and that's why it popped into my head. Kool-Aid Production Company, which would be amazing. And it's also a great production company. Like, the people who, well, this production company was founded maybe like a matter of years ago, but the people who founded it had worked on really, like, fucking big things in the past. Like, they worked on MTV Cribs and things like that, and then just as the production company they are now, they've worked on shows that have aired on, like, international MTV, HGTV. They've done things like Rachel Ray and shit. Like, they have a lot of good credits, and it's still a small production company, but it's something I'm keeping my fingers crossed that the trial period goes good, because if it does, it's not a job that I'm expecting to be the job until I'm 65 and I retire if I get a job there. But it's exactly what what they're doing at that production company is exactly what I want to do in life, or at least what I think right now what I want to do. I like to say I'm still young and that still can change, and there's still a lot of things in the industry that I haven't tried out yet or really dipped my toes into. But as of right now, that's what I want to do. And so it would be a great learning experience for me, great teaching me and helping me figure out what the fuck I want to do, because I'll also be doing things that I've never done before in the industry, which is fuck yeah, cha-ching, jackpot. Like, it would be a great learning experience, great networking. When I met with them, they were really fucking cool so far from what I could tell, and it would be fucking the best thing ever. So just a fingers crossed that would go well. And yeah, that's kind of the life update. I'm going to have to figure out kind of what I'm going to be doing with in life and stuff. But yeah, and I'm going to get going because I'm starting to lose my voice now. I got to throw my laundry in the dryer because it's starting to get pretty late. And tomorrow is one of the days where I have to go and do a lot of shopping and stuff for camp. And just organization type things. And life things, because my life, again, is very fucking hectic. And I have to go send all my beer cans, my soda cans to a beer dock, so I can go get, like, the fucking bottle deposits back. And, yeah, because I drink so much soda and so many fucking cans of soda that I go there and there's, like, $6-7 worth of deposits at a time. And a fucking deposits only cost 5 cents, so that tells you how much soda I drink. So I'm gonna go get ready so I can then get up early and go to the fucking beer dock and be like, give me my money. Fuck you. And yeah, so I will see you guys on my next vlog.